Hey, what's up everyone? AJ Writes Crypto here, coming to you live from my back porch on Orcas Island, Washington. And I kind of thought about something today, is that I don't want to make a video today about my hodl picks or like my leverage trading strategies. I want to make a video that teaches my audience how to make money. I want to teach you guys how to make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. That's my job. That's literally my job as a YouTuber, is to help you guys replicate my success. But then I kind of got thinking to myself, is that how have I been making a lot of my money lately? And the truth is, yeah, I'm doing really good trading. The portfolio picks are up and down, but we haven't really pumped yet this year. And the truth is, I've made a lot of money this year sports betting. I've made over $200,000 sports betting this year, specifically on Polymarket. When Polymarket, a friend of a friend, got wind of what I've been doing on Polymarket, and they said, "What?" And now I'm getting paid. I'm on the team marketing for Polymarket. That's generally how these things work out, right? So what I'm getting to here is that I've been thinking about what segments am I going to do if I do a video a year. If I do a video every day for a year on this channel, I need to have my segments, 7 segments, kind of figured out like clockwork. And the truth is that it would be stupid for me to not do a weekly segment on sports betting. And I 100% am going to do that. I don't care if you hate it or if you just want to be here for the crypto, that's totally fine. But guys, the point is that I'm making money. And I'm going to teach you exactly how I do it. And the Polymarket is set up so much differently than the casinos that you can trade, that you can make your bets are completely different. Like, I don't care about going to the casino and making a bet because Polymarket gives you more flexibility. The functionality of Polymarket is insane, and that's why I've been able to make so much money. All right. And of course, most of you know my whole song and dance about significant occurrences and only take risk in the event of a significant occurrence, all of that. Well, right now, the NBA is in the playoffs, the conference semifinals. Okay. And I was looking at the Celtics game today. The Celtics were playing the Knicks. Okay. And I kind of know that the Celtics, the center has been sick and he kind of, was bad the first 2 games and that they're kind of up against the ropes and the Knicks are doing really good. But I noticed on Polymarket that the Knicks were only favored to win 25%. So I was like, that's interesting. And here's the thing. I let most of the first quarter go before I even touched it. I watched the first quarter of the game before I even placed a bet. That's cool. 2, I took, my bet at 25 cents. So if you were to win, your shares at 25 cents would go to $1. But here's the thing. Say you buy, $5,000 at 25 cents. Say during the game, the Knicks get a 9-point lead. The value of your shares fluctuates up and down like a crypto coin would. And say, you bet $5,000 at 25 cents and then the Knicks get a 9-point lead from when you put your bet in and now those shares are worth 50 cents. Well, guess what? Now your shares are worth $10,000 and you don't have to watch the rest of the game. You can take your money out right then if you want to. That's the beauty of Polymarket. You're not locked into your bet, win or lose, yes or no. You're not locked in. And that's why, that tweet that I put up the other day about, the projection on who is going to win the NBA championship, that's why that was such a genius tweet. That's why there's so much money to be made there. Look at this. I said, although the Pacers were already 2-1 in their series against the Cavaliers, they were only given a 3% chance to win the NBA Finals. But remember, a 3% chance is 3 cents per share on Polymarket, right? So if you buy, $1,000 at 3 cents and then they win their next game, they're likely to go to, to the final 8 teams. Well, guess what? Since that tweet, it has already gone from 3 cents per share to 7 cents per share. You already doubled your money if you bought in at 3 cents. It doesn't matter who wins the NBA championship. You can just get out right there and more than double your money and walk away. It doesn't matter. And that's what's so powerful about Polymarket. That's how I've been able to make so much money. It doesn't, like, my picks are one thing. Oh, I think the Cavs are going to win, or oh, I think the Pacers are going to win, or whatever. Yeah, that's all fun and games. But like, it actually doesn't matter if you're quick on your feet. You don't have to be, locked into your bets. You could like say, I want to double my money, put $500 on your team. Your team gets hot during the second quarter. Your shares double up. You sell, you get that money, and then the other team comes back and wins with a buzzer beater at the end. Doesn't matter. You still already made your money. And that functionality is specifically why I've been so successful. Because like locked in sports bets, that's a different thing. But Polymarket's a prediction market, and the value of your shares fluctuates. And the fact that you can get in and out, you can buy your shares almost at the end of the first quarter and get out of them in the third and make a couple grand. Guys, I've made over $23,000 this month sports betting. It's only the 12th. I'm filming this on the 12th. That's insane. That's insane. And guys, like I say, anytime I talk about the money stuff, I said moving forward, I'm going to be a lot more transparent about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. None of it is a flex. I only say any of these things to help you guys recognize that it's possible and for you to learn how to replicate my success. Moving forward, there will be one segment per week about sports betting on Polymarket, and I will be putting my picks in the Telegram group when I do place bets moving forward. I'm not going to be betting week 8 against the Cowboys. It's going to be like the playoff type situations. Those are the things I'm going to be targeting. So guys, just, it's really important for me and this channel to talk about what I'm passionate about. And obviously, this year, well, really since the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight, I put 60,000 on that. And because I realized it was such an obvious win, that was like, there's no way Mike Tyson's going to win. Like, Netflix is doing this big production, and which of these two fighters are they going to be able to do this again with? Obviously, Jake Paul. It was the easiest money I've ever made in my life. And then I've started to think about things at a very simple level to exploit the narrative. Like with the Super Bowl, for instance. I kind of thought to myself, all right, the Eagles lost to the Chiefs a couple years before, but if the Chiefs win this Super Bowl, that would be a three-peat for them. And I think, well, there's no way that they're going to get a three-peat, because that would put Patrick Mahomes in the same conversation as Tom Brady. And I think Tom Brady will always be the GOAT. They won't let him in that club. Therefore, the Eagles will win. And I know some of you might think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Well, guess what? That line of thinking made me over $120,000. That's what I'm talking about. And so I'm moving forward. Obviously, I'm still going to be hitting all my bases with the crypto, portfolio updates, price prediction. I'm still all in with the crypto thing. But I am going to add some passion, some love to this channel. And, I am so knowledgeable about football, basketball, hockey, UFC. It's a sin for me to not talk sports betting. It really is. So moving forward, look out for those videos. I want to know what your thoughts are. Who do you think is going to win the NBA championship? Let me know down below in the comments. Or do you think this is a terrible idea? Let me know in the worst words possible down below too. If you hate this idea, perfect. Let me know. Have a safe rest of your day. Get rich or get wrecked. Peace.